Welcome back. It is Monday, May the 6th, 2024. Took a couple trades today. Just want to go over those a little bit, and then we'll be out of there. So, for the beginning of this week, being today, Monday, I did not have a bias because if you look here, when we opened yesterday, we opened around here inside of this gap on NASDAQ. So I was looking to see how we were going to trade off of this gap on NASDAQ, if we were going to reject off that gap or if we were going to trade into it and use it as an inversion fair value gap. So with the close of today being in an hour, if we do close up here or above this, what level is this? Above 18,120 and a quarter, then I would like to see us run up a little bit higher, possibly take out these highs here. Regardless of that, let's go into what happened today. So this morning, I got a little bit antsy because I hadn't traded last week, or the end of last week I didn't trade. So I was a little antsy this morning. Took a couple entries long, trying to go. Initially, I wanted to wait for it to get back down into this gap, but as you can see, I got a little antsy. Did not allow it to get back down into that gap. So, boom, got chopped up this morning. Risk management was very, very well, so it's not like I got ate up a whole bunch. Just, trades that could have been avoided if I would have just been patient and waited for my plan to unfold. So then this last trade here we took here after we reached back down into this gap, put our stop loss below here, this little order block right here inside of this breaker, boom. So there was no reason for us to come back below here, so that's why our stop loss was below the low of that candle. Reached back down into that gap, came back up. I entered above the gap slightly, just not being patient once more. We reached back down into that gap again. Ultimately, I was reaching up for this. Oh, the level's still there. Take that off. Ultimately, I was reaching up for us to get above this high here on this hourly chart. I ended up moving my stop loss early. We got back down here. I didn't expect us to come back below and sweep these lows, so I had my stop loss. I had choked it up actually way. It was here. Then when we came up and made this high here, I moved it to here, and that's where we were stopped out at 51.92.25. Ultimately, I still think we're going to go above those that hourly high on ES. Going to the hourly chart for NASDAQ, as you can see, NASDAQ is not. They have this gap here on NASDAQ, but it's not trading. It hasn't traded to this gap yet, so I would like to see what we do when we get around the 50% level of this area, this gap here. So around 18,241 and a quarter. Aside from that, I did take a smaller trade on my paper trading account. Hold on, it was a short trade. It was on NQ. So let's go down to the 1 minute here. And here on NQ, if you look at this time right here, we had a fair value gap on both NQ and ES. Boom, boom. I entered on NQ. I only aimed for 100 ticks, so $500. This is the paper trading account, so it doesn't really mean anything, but just practice makes perfect. So aside from that, that's all I have for today. Short video. We'll see what the rest of this week brings, and I will talk to you guys soon. Be safe.